Hey everyone, and welcome. So today we're going to tackle a topic that a lot of parents have questions about, hypotonia. You might know it better as low muscle tone. This is really all about helping you understand what it is, how it can affect your child, and, most importantly, what you can do to support them. So let's just kick things off with a question that might hit close to home for some of you. Have you ever noticed that your child seems a little, floppy when you pick them up? Or maybe they just seem to run out of gas way faster than their buddies on the playground. These are actually super common observations that can sometimes be a sign of low muscle tone. All right, so let's get right into it and unpack what low muscle tone actually means. I know it can sound a bit medical or intimidating, but the idea behind it is actually pretty straightforward once you break it down.
So hypotonia is basically when there's a reduced level of tension in the muscles when they're just resting. A great way to think about it is like a rubber band. You know how some are super tight and others are kind of loose? Well, for a child with hypotonia, their muscles are more like those looser bands. And this is so important. It has nothing to do with weakness or how hard they're trying. It's just the baseline state of their muscles.
Okay, so how does this actually show up in a child's day-to-day life? This is where we go from the clinical definition to the real-world stuff that parents are often the first to notice. This slide really breaks down some of the common ways you might see hypotonia play out. Because those muscles have less tension at rest, it takes way more effort just to hold up their body. That's why you might see that slouched sit. All that extra work is also why there can be delays in hitting motor milestones, like sitting up or crawling, and it totally explains why a child might get tired out so much faster during play. It's not a lack of effort, it's just the physical reality of their muscles having to work overtime.
But here's the really good news, the empowering part. There is absolutely a clear and effective way forward. So let's talk about how physiotherapy is such a game changer for kids with hypotonia, because it's all about building strength and stability.
Okay, now this is a really crucial point, and honestly, it's a super common misunderstanding. Physiotherapy can't actually change a child's underlying muscle tone. That baseline looseness in the muscles is going to stay. So you might be thinking, well, what's the point then? What is the goal?
And this slide just lays it out perfectly. Over here on the left, you've got low tone, that reduced resting tension, that loose string we talked about. And on the right, you've got muscle weakness, which is about generating force. So while physiotherapy can't really change the looseness on the left, it can absolutely build the muscle's active strength on the right. The whole strategy is to build strong supportive muscles around that low tone to create the stability they need.
All right, so let's say you're thinking about therapy. What does that journey actually look like? Let's pull back the curtain a bit and demystify the process, because it's a really structured and supportive path.
The whole journey is usually broken down into these 3 clear steps. It all kicks off with a really thorough assessment. That then leads to personalized therapy sessions tailored just for your child. And this is key, it always includes strategies to keep that progress going at home. It's a true partnership.
So first things first, the assessment. This isn't just a quick look, it's a real deep dive into how your child moves. As you can see here, the therapist is looking at everything from their posture to their core strength and even how they move when they're just playing. This super detailed analysis is what lets them build a therapy plan that's just right for your kid.
Now, this is something I really want parents to hear. Therapy is not boot camp. The best therapy sessions are designed to be fun, engaging, and based around play. The whole idea is to build up those skills and endurance bit by bit, using activities that the child actually enjoys, all while being really careful not to push them too hard.
So, at the end of the day, all those exercises and fun games in therapy, they're all building towards something much, much bigger. The ultimate goal here is to build strength that helps a child in every single part of their life.
Really, it's all about taking what they learn in the clinic and bringing it into the real world. We're talking about having the endurance to keep up with friends on the playground, the stability to join in on sports with confidence, and even the posture to sit comfortably at a desk in school. It's about giving them functional independence and a real boost in confidence. I want to just pause on this for a second, because if there's one thing you take away from all this, it's this. Low tone does not mean low ability. It's such a powerful statement, and it is absolutely true.
And this right here is why that quote is so true. Children with hypotonia are often incredibly bright and capable kids. They just need a different set of strategies, a different toolkit to get that stability they need to really show off everything they can do. And physiotherapy is what gives them that toolkit.
So we'll end on this thought. When we really understand hypotonia and give our kids the right support, we open up a whole world of possibilities. It's not about fixing a problem. It's about empowering a child with the strength and the strategies they need to absolutely thrive. So what could your child achieve with that kind of support?